Hello, my name is Malaysia, and welcome back to my page. I don't even know what do I call this channel page. I don't know, but I just wanted to share a poem, a little spoken word that I wrote today. I often do randomly have like I guess you would call it bars. I'm not a rapper, but but just like some words and thoughts that pop in my head that sometimes I write down, it just pops up in my head randomly, and I want to start sharing more often, especially because I am a faith based content creator, or trying to be rather. I'm not very consistent, but that's besides the point. Um, but yeah, so decided that today I wrote a poem and I want to share it. And so if you're willing to listen, stay, I guess. It's up to you. I don't know. But sorry, I'm a little awkward if you couldn't tell. But the poem is called, I have some working titles, but I think I decided on calling it Step One, Let Go. So here we go. Lord, please reveal to me my gifts so I can really use them, so that the fruit don't get dried up or start to fail as a stem. The fruit that I should be bearing is all about the rooting, digging deep into the soil, all the way up to pruning. See, there's a cycle from planting a seed until you can harvest, but that waiting for growth part is truly the hardest. You say you have faith the size of a mustard seed, but Lord, I have two. I was really just waiting for you to do what you do. So I watered the ground, I waited around, I checked to see the progress, but wasn't happy with what I found. Turned to see, I tried to see, tried to see where I may have went wrong. I looked down at my hand and realized I may have held the seed for too long. So, yeah, the poem to me is about letting go and letting go of control. Sometimes we expect God to show up for in ways that we want, but we're not doing our part, which is letting go first and foremost. We're meant to walk by faith and not by sight. We're meant to trust in God. We're meant to, allow Him to order the steps of our lives. But sometimes people like me, if you are like me, we want to be able to know what each step is so that we know exactly how to follow it. But really, as a human and as a Christian or believer, we have a life full of choices. We have the opportunity of free will, and we get choices to make. We don't get to have the perfect path. We don't get to know everything. But if you say you believe, then we have to believe. If we say that we trust in the Lord, we have to trust in the Lord. And that's something that I myself am personally working on. Um, I would have to say that just to put it, give it a word, give it a phrase. I do struggle with control issues. I do struggle with trust issues. Um, and it's unfortunate because there's so many things that I want on the other side of letting go of control issues and trust issues. But I'm not doing the first step, which is trusting God fully to handle it. And if you're somebody who understands what I'm saying, it's like you want to do what you ought to do, but you don't. There's a verse in the Bible that says something about that, where when it comes pertaining to like sinning, but it's really like as a human nature, sometimes we do things we don't even want to do, and we don't do the things that we know we should do. And it's like it's a struggle between yourself, and that is sometimes the hardest struggle to deal with, because if you're fighting you, the people that want to fight you, the enemy that want to fight you, is going to be easier for them because you're fighting you too. Um, but anyway, to backtrack, the poem is just about like letting go of control first and foremost. If you say you trust God, we have to do the part that is ours and let go. Um, he told you to plant the seed. You can't hold the seed in your hand. It's going to get broken. It's going to get ruined. A seed is meant to be planted. You can't hold a whole bag of seeds and wait for the perfect time to plant it. Things take time to grow. So if you don't give it a chance to grow, you can expect to have the fruits of it. You can expect to have the harvest if you never do the work. And your job is not to do the growing, your job is to do the planting. God is the grower. God is the one who can actually bring life to the things that you let go and give to Him. And so I just wanted to remind somebody about that, as I also step out of my comfort zone and share some of the words that drop in my heart and mind. Um, Sometimes I get overwhelmed when I talk, but when I'm able to sit down and write, it's nice. So if somebody can understand the poem or relate to it, I pray that it touched you in a way that you can understand. I pray that it inspires you and encourages you to start writing as well or get back into the presence of the Lord. Because times are getting rough, and I don't want my fellow brothers and sisters of Christ and those who may be a little lost in the world to stay lost. It's a battle, it's a war, but you get the choice to pick. And I really need us to pick sooner rather than later because time is not forever. So yeah, I plan on doing this more often. If you want to stay connected, um, follow. I'm not used to saying all this, so I guess follow, click the like button, comment. I don't know. Okay, see ya.